How's it going, guys? I wanted to talk about the mods that I want to do with this car. Let's start with wheels first. So right now the car is sitting on 19-inch Cadiz wheels, and let me turn down the okay, so right now the car is sitting on 19-inch Cadiz wheels, and other than aesthetics, there's really no performance benefits to having large rims, and I really think the 19-inch rims are excessive. It makes these New York roads a little bit harder to tolerate, and I'm thinking about going down to 18-inch rims. These 19-inch wheels are also sitting on summer tires, so I want to drop down to 18-inch rims with all seasons so that I don't have to swap them out during the winter time. I don't think that a dedicated winter wheel setup is going to be necessary, but either way, I definitely want to get rid of these 19s. I'm thinking of either the 18-inch VWR 18x8 wheels or the VMR. If the RSC 10s come out in 18s, then I'll probably get those. Next is the aesthetic mods. I want to get tints. I actually have purchased tints already that I'm going to install, so I'll do an install video of that. I'm doing 50% on the sides and 35% on the rear windshield. And the reason I'm not going any darker than that is because I've had a ticket before in my other car for having pretty dark tints. It's not something I want to deal with anymore, going to court to pay for the tint and trying to appeal it and such. So I'm going with 50% on the sides. It'll be good enough for the New York summers, just to keep some of the heat out outside the car. I also want to put white bulbs into the side lights. If you look at my video on the nighttime lighting features of the Golf R, you can check it out here. If you look at that video, you'll see that when the car is making a sharp turn, there's lights that light up the sides, and those lights are halogen colored, and I definitely want to change that for aesthetic purposes, just because I'm a little nitpicky when it comes to vehicle lighting. So I'm going to change those out as soon as I can. Other than that, I really don't think I'm going to go with any more aesthetic mods. The car rides nicely, so I'm not going to change any of the suspension. There's no way I'm getting rid of this DCC suspension. For New York roads, having comfort mode as well as race mode is definitely something that I don't want to give up. So on to the good stuff. In terms of power mods, what do I want to do? I'm basically having the biggest debacle right now trying to decide between the NewSpeed power module or the APR Stage 1 tune. Now the APR Stage 1 tune is coming out this coming week, allegedly, and I'm trying to figure out whether or not I want to do it. Some pros and cons of each of them. For example, with the NewSpeed power module is plug and play. It's not as much power as the APR, but at the same time, you don't lose any warranty because you can take it out before you go to the dealers. That, as well as the price, is definitely a plus for me. It's around $350, a little bit of discount if you're on the forums, and you can also recuperate your costs after you're done, or if you want to change into a full stage tune later on. So I'm trying to decide between that and the APR. Now the things that the APR tune offers that the NewSpeed doesn't is about twice as much increase in power. There's also things like rev limiters, top speed delimiters, as well as just overall drivability that gets increased with a real ECU tune. Now for me, I don't know if I can justify getting the APR tune because it's about $800. That's a lot of money for me. And also the fact that I'm gonna lose warranty if I go down that route. Now, I'm not really worried about APR's tunes. I really think they do a good job in terms of due diligence in making sure that their Stage 1 tunes are going to be safe. But the issue that I have is I've heard of these engines, these 2.0 liter 888 engines that are out right now. The turbos have some issues, and there's a chance that and there's been stories of people's turbos blowing, and so this is not really something that I want to risk. I'm not the sole driver of this car, and this is my fiance's daily driver. So if I think of it like that, I really shouldn't be messing too much with the car. So on that aspect, I'll be leaning towards the Neuspeed. One more thing about the APR tune is that once it's linked to your ECU, there's no way that you're going to be getting your money back. So it's going to be $800 spent on the tune, and that's never going to be recuperated, whereas the Neuspeed module, you can at least sell the module after you're done with it in order to get some of that money back. I really need your opinion, guys. Should I go for the Neuspeed module or should I go with the APR Stage 1 tune? I'm able to get the Stage 1 tune labor-free, but at the same time, the Neuspeed module is going to be a lot cheaper. So those are some of my planned mods for the car. I'm sure there will be more in the future, but as of right now, these are things that I definitely want to get done with the car. So that's it for today. I appreciate you guys watching. Please subscribe and like this video and share this video with your friends. Please let me know your suggestions because I'm really stuck between getting the Neuspeed versus the APR tune.